It's an all-new episode of The Good Stuff. And ahead of the Grey Cup, Anna Olson has hacks for irresistible crispy game day wings.
This is so good.
And move the goalpost on your beer appreciation with a salty, spicy beverage. Then, it costs nothing and can change everything. Find out how fine-tuning microzones can totally refresh a room in your home. Plus, we're officially embracing soup season. Mary makes one of the easiest tomato soups, topped with a golden brown cheesy gnocchi that's like a hug in a bowl. It all starts right now.
Listen, fun fact about me, I love soup. I love soup so much. Any which way, you put it in a bowl, you hand me a spoon, I'm a happy camper. It's the best thing in the world. How do we feel about soup? I know. I'm not gonna lie, it is my mom's favorite food group. You make anything into soup and she's gonna eat it. It's a very easy thing in my house. I love it so much. But today I'm kicking things off in the kitchen with one of my current faves. I am taking a classic creamy tomato soup, super tasty and delicious, but I'm gonna pair it up with some crispy cheesy gnocchi. How does that sound? Yeah, I'm pumped about it. Okay, first thing we need to do though is get to work on that soup. Now, when you're making soup, typically when you're making a tomato soup, you grab a can, you open it up, you do it in the thing, you rinse it out with water, you put more in. That's an easy way. This soup technically does start with a can, but we're going with a can of fresh tomatoes. So we've got some canned whole tomatoes here. This is picked at their prime of ripeness, super delicious, really easy. And this is the easiest soup in the world because all we're gonna do is dump those tomatoes onto a sheet pan, which feels wrong. It feels like we're already off to a bad start, but it's all gonna come together. It's gonna be great. So into there, we're gonna add in some flavor seasonings because I'm gonna actually roast these tomatoes. That little bit of liquid is gonna cook down and get a little caramelized, giving you a ton of flavor, and you don't really have to do anything. Just pop it in the oven and you're good to go. But onto there, while those tomatoes roast, I'm also gonna roast up some garlic. So I've got 4 cloves of garlic here. They've got the skin still on as well because that's gonna help them stay sweet and not burn. So I'm gonna go right on there. I've also got some shallots here, 2 shallots. I've got these ones halved a little bit. You can cut them up a little bit finer if you feel like it. I'm gonna go in, just chop them up. Just a rough dice is all you really need. And we're gonna go on the pan with those shallots as well. If you don't have shallots, you could always use a red onion, a white onion, that would work as well. Now, to season that and give a little bit of herbiness, I'm going in with about 5 to 7 sprigs of thyme. That's an annoying measurement. Basically, a handful of thyme is all you really need. Who doesn't, though? You know, thyme, T-H-Y-T-I-M-E, we got it. We're picking it up, we got it. All right, so I'm just gonna throw those on there, and then we wanna season this a little bit. So the first thing I need is a couple teaspoons, weirdly, of sugar. Sugar really helps tomatoes taste a little less acidic. It takes a little bit of that tinniness out of them as well. So 1 or 2 teaspoons is absolutely perfect, just to season those up. Then I'm gonna season that up with some salt and a little bit of pepper. And then just to get things going, I'm gonna go on with about a tablespoon of olive oil. That's all we really need for this beautiful soup, just to bring a little bit of fat into the mixture, just to get things getting to know each other, just to coat that garlic and stuff. Then for an added hit of a little bit of kind of deep flavor, a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. Super great. You can, don't use your fancy stuff, just use whatever you got hanging around. Tablespoon of that goes right on. Beautiful. And I'm gonna give that a toss to combine. You just want everything to be a little bit coated in that oil or that tomato juice, and that's gonna roast up absolutely beautifully. So as is, we're gonna pop this into a 375-degree oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. That's gonna cook down, it's gonna get caramelized and absolutely beautiful. Once that cooks down, you're gonna get a little bit of catching, a little bit of golden brown going on, but that's exactly what we're looking for. Here are some that have been going for about that 40-minute mark. And as you can see, you get a little bit, I would call this over caramelization, which is the best flavor. See, most of that moisture has cooked out. Those tomatoes have cooked down and concentrated their flavor. You're gonna get some roasted situations going on as well. So that's looking absolutely beautiful. But while that cools until it's cool enough to handle, I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna talk about this gnocchi. So I've got gnocchi in a pan here, looking absolutely beautiful. Now, I use the store-bought gnocchi, the one you get in the like vac sealed package in the pasta aisle. This stuff is really, really great. You technically don't have to boil it. You wanna use these ones, pop them in a pan over medium heat with about 2 tablespoons of butter. You could also do oil here. I like butter though, because it kind of gives you grilled cheese vibes. Always a good thing. And I've been cooking those down for about 8 minutes, giving them a toss every once in a while, just until they're golden brown. Now, these are not gonna have that like fluffy gnocchi texture. They're gonna be really chewy and really, really delicious. They give a ton of texture, ton of flavor, a little bit of crisp as well. So I'm very happy about that. Now, I promised you cheesy gnocchi. So what we're gonna do now is in this pan, I'm gonna go over with about 3/4 of a cup of grated Parmesan or Reggiano cheese. Yeah, scatter that all over that gnocchi. Looking beautiful, and as soon as it hits the heat of the pan, it starts to melt. Now, if you didn't have Parm, you could use Pecorino, you could do this with cheddar, you could do it with Gruyere, any sort of cheese you're feeling is good. The first thing you wanna do though is grab a lid, and you wanna cover that pan just to trap some steam. That's gonna help the gnocchi or the cheese on top of the gnocchi melt a little bit. Then we're gonna crisp it up in a second. So while that does its thing, I'm gonna talk about these veg again. So over here, I wanna pick out all those sprigs of thyme, because those have done their job. They've infused their flavor. So I'm just gonna dispose of those, get rid of them. Any little thyme leaves though that fall off of those sprigs as this is cooking, leave them in the soup. It's gonna give it a little hit of flavor every once in a while when you find them. This is the only tricky thing, is locating all the thyme sprigs when you're searching through the pan for those. But what we're also gonna do is we wanna squeeze that garlic out of those kind of casings, out of their skins. That's gonna give you such a beautiful roasted garlic flavor, and they just pop right out. So just grab them, give them a squeeze, looking beautiful. Spread that on a piece of toast. I'm a happy camper. What a delight. Oh my gosh, this one's a huge one. Look at that garlic clove. Okay, get all of that out of there. Anytime especially this time of year, I'm roasting things down, I love roasting some garlic. Just pop some, wrapped in some foil, into your oven, give it a roast, and you are good to go. Super tasty, added to like a mayonnaise or anything like that. But now we're gonna add this on into, ooh, it's a little warm. Careful, Mary Berg, we got this. We're gonna add this into a pot with about 2.5 cups of broth. You can use chicken broth, you can use vegetable broth, whatever you've got hanging out, and you wanna scrape off as much as you can. Even some of this kind of caramelized bit, that's gonna be absolutely beautiful. So pop that right into the broth. I like about 2.5 cups of broth. That gives you still a thick soup. If you like it a little bit thinner, feel free to use a little bit more. Just reserve some and you're good to go. So we're gonna go in with that, looking beautiful. I can already tell you I missed a thyme sprig, so I gotta go hunting. Where did she go? There she is, found her. 1, 2, 3. Nailed it, okay. Perfect. Now, that's been going for about 1:30 seconds, so I am going to take the lid off of this gnocchi, and do you see this? All that steam has melted down. But we wanna get that cheese nice and crispy, so I wanna leave it in the pan, still going with the cover off, for about 2 minutes. That's gonna give you that crispy kind of frico, crusty cracker situation on the bottom of those gnocchi, gonna be absolutely beautiful. So while that does its thing, we're gonna finish up this soup. So into there, I'm gonna go in with a tablespoon of tomato paste. That's gonna give really rich flavor. So I'm gonna add that right on in. You don't necessarily need this, but this does really hit the kind of tomato soup thing home. Super delicious. I'm gonna give that a little bit of a blitz now. I'm using an immersion blender, so stand back, everybody. So this gets a little bit messy. Perfect. If you wanted to, you could also do this with a classic stand blender. That would be absolutely wonderful. But like, look at how creamy this looks. I am so excited. You smell the roasted garlic. You see those beautiful tomatoes. And honestly, if you had a can of chopped tomatoes, those would be beautiful as well. You could also do this with like a can of pureed tomatoes, that would work. Now, to just kind of amp this up a little bit, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of cream, just for fun. Just for fun. So about half a cup of cream, never hurt anybody. I'm going in with whipping cream. If you had coffee cream, that would work as well. Pop that in, give that a stir. I think there's a clap for a cream. I'm feeling good about that. This is beautiful. That is looking stunning. I'm very thrilled about that. All right, that's looking great. We're gonna serve this up. Do you see this golden brown gnocchi situation happening here too? So I'm gonna get a nice bowl of this creamy, beautiful tomato soup. And then as opposed to doing a grilled cheese on top, we're gonna top it with this crispy gnocchi. So come on over here. We're gonna take it over here. To really add this and give it a little bit more oomph, I love adding a spoonful of pesto into my tomato soup. It gives it like a really good flavor boost, freshness. So just pop that right on in, a little bit of a swirl, and then get that crispy gnocchi. Give it a flip over. Get ready, you'll see the golden brown. That crunch, that crisp, looking beautiful. Oh, that's a good piece. There you go. You've got that crispy cheese looking absolutely beautiful. Listen, I'm pumped about this soup. I'm gonna eat this wayward gnocchi. But stick around, we'll be right back. A watch party for the Grey Cup this Sunday. We're bringing in the biggest sports fan I know to show us some game day wings and a cocktail to match. Everyone, please welcome sports fanatic Anna Olson.
I don't think I've ever been called a sports fanatic before. I am fanatical about game day snacks.
100%.
And I will say, I'm a Sunday football girl.
Okay.
Don't try and text me, call me.
No, you're busy.
Sunday between 1 and
when it ends.
Bedtime.
I love this energy. I'm not gonna lie, when you first sent this recipe and you were like, game day wings, we're doing this.
Yeah.
I was so excited, but I was like, I just don't think, my knee-jerk reaction with you isn't sports. You know?
Go Bills.
Yeah, go Bills.
Go Bills.
Okay, we've gotta go
No,
Bills
seriously,
in the house.
I live 30 minutes from Buffalo,
Yeah.
so it's, but I've been a lifetime Bills fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the rules of football. I saw my first CFL game this year, no big deal, very exciting. Go Stamps, yeah, always exciting. But I'm really excited because we have to make one of the most quintessential game day snacks. So we're gonna do crispy baked wings.
Yes.
Buffalo style.
Of course.
Yes, I love this.
Well, the key in terms of baking wings is you have to give them a little help so that they're crispy on the outside.
Yeah.
And that takes a mixture, this sounds very cannibalistic to say, called skin salt.
Skin salt, it's very Hannibal.
So it's a combination
Okay.
of fine salt and baking powder.
Oh, okay.
And that's key. The salt is for the seasoning, but it also draws out excess water from the skin on, I've got 2 pounds of chicken wings here.
Okay.
Drumettes, and now do you like the drums or the flats?
I'm a flatty.
I like the
I'm
flats.
not gonna lie. It's
I like the flats.
It's that little bit on the inside that you're like, okay. Yeah. When I was a kid, I feel like it was all
Nice
drumettes.
wings.
Yeah.
And give this a toss.
Okay.
And so you've got the salt for the seasoning and drying out the water. The baking powder adds. It makes it creates an alkaline environment.
Yeah, it ups the pH level, so it's not as acidic, which increases the chance of that Maillard reaction, that golden brown, that crisp.
Yeah, without the additional oil.
Yes, which is a
And now
dream.
you've got the excess water out of the skin. So time is a bit of a key here. So you plan this.
Yeah.
You want to give it at least 2 hours.
Okay.
For your wings to sit. So
And you want them on this, like on a rack-lined baking sheet to
so
sit.
it's air dried
Yeah.
if you can do that as much as possible.
That makes
and then they're
sense.
going into the oven on the rack too. That way the heat can circulate.
Oh, smart, because that's the thing. I think the thing about people love going out for wings because you think you have to deep fry them.
Yeah.
It's a real kind of pain in the old butt, I'm not gonna lie, but if you can do them in an oven and you just have those tips and tricks, you're gonna be good to go.
And they only take 75 to 90 minutes in a 375 oven.
Yeah, which is actually very quick, but it sounds like a long time because this is the smallest part of the chicken, yet it takes kind of the longest to cook.
Well, it's that combination. Yeah, you want to tenderize. It's like cooking chicken thighs.
Yeah.
You can overcook them if you leave them dry in the oven for too long. But in 90 minutes, you've got the crispiness on the skin. If you want to do this step overnight, reduce the salt by 1 teaspoon.
Okay, I like
and
that.
And then that way you won't over brine or over cure the chicken within it.
Okay, that makes sense. Here,
So-
I'll get the oven for you.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. So we're gonna pretend we left those for at least 2 hours.
Yes.
And we're gonna pop those in, what's the temperature?
375
Love that.
is fine. They won't look remarkable coming out of the oven because it's all about the sauce. No,
Yes.
you're not going to see that beautiful deep golden brown crispy, but they will be crisp.
Okay, we love that. Okay.
While they cook, now we're not going to be here 90 minutes. Let's make the quintessential dip.
Okay, so there's like a big debate. There's the ranch people and the blue cheese people. By show of woos, who's a ranch person? Okay, now who
Team
is a
blue
blue
cheese.
cheese?
Yeah.
So good.
We know our
100%.
teams.
We know our teams,
Yeah.
100%. Okay, so what do you do for your blue cheese dip?
I do a combination of mayonnaise and sour cream mixed together. A little bit of Dijon mustard.
Okay.
Just for that background flavor.
Yeah, that little bit of kind of hum, that little pop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much. And now I add fresh garlic.
Oh, okay. I love that.
A little bit of fresh garlic. I am not opposed to using dry garlic.
Okay.
In a dip like this.
Yeah.
Because it reminds you of the pre-prepared. And if you make it ahead of time and let it sit, that dry garlic hydrates.
It does hydrate.
Yeah,
It also,
and evens out.
I feel like the dry garlic almost gives it a little nod to the ranch fans in the audience.
Yeah,
It's kind of
it does.
ranchy, you know?
Yeah. Now, we're not putting green onions or chives
No.
or any other herbs in here, but we are putting in copious amounts
This
of
is
blue
so
cheese.
much blue cheese, and I love this recipe.
Well, and we're also when we sit and watch the game, if we're also doing pizza, you got to have some blue cheese
this
to
side.
dip the crust of the
100%.
pizza in too
Anna,
at
your
the
hair
same
sounds
time.
amazing on a Sunday.
It's a happy place.
Yeah.
Well, that's if the Bills are winning.
That's if the Bills
Which
are
is
winning. Yeah.
a lot these days.
Yeah, yeah.
for someone- I say it every year. This is their year.
This is the year.
This is the year.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we get that nice and mixed together.
Yeah. Why don't
Looking-
we check on the wings
Let's go
now?
give it a check.
Okay.
Okay,
And I'm
perfect.
going to spoon this into our serving dish here. And we're not done. We still have a drink to talk about, don't we?
Oh, we definitely do. Okay, Anna,
Yeah.
I'm getting a sneak peek. These look and smell so good.
Here, I'll get the oven.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh, okay. Look at you.
She's got it.
Yep.
Yeah. Look at these crispy, crunchy wings. That's beautiful.
And of course, they're not buffalo wings without the hot sauce. And it's never just hot sauce.
No.
It's gotta be melted butter.
Yes.
And the hot sauce of your choice. I mean, textbook rhymes with.
Rhymes with?
Banks.
Bank. I call it
Hot sauce.
Fred's hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
Yeah.
But that's because you can handle quantity and it's got lots of vinegar in it.
Yeah.
But the creaminess from the melted butter. And so you toss these last minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Right
okay,
before
cool.
you're
I'm
about
gonna get
to
some
serve
tongs
them.
too to help you out.
Okay.
No,
these
I
are clean
love this.
tongs.
We've got
Look
that
at me.
beautiful texture from the crunch. It's gonna absorb a little bit of that sauce too.
Ugh,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
But you can see you have the excess oil that drips below the tray. You'll hear these sizzle as they bake because you've got the water that's come out of them as they're
Cool.
baking.
Yeah.
So they really are.
It's almost like
super
you're
duper
frying
crispy.
the wings in their own fat.
Well, you are.
Yeah, which is a dream.
Yeah. But why add extra if you don't have to?
100%. Oh my gosh, Anna, I'm so excited right now. Listen, a chicken wing, what a
The
delight.
heat of the wings just
Yes.
woke up that hot sauce.
So good. Okay, these look out of control. Oh my gosh, that extra sauce.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about a wing, a buffalo wing in particular, is it's just all about, it's like sauce on sauce on sauce. It's a delight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Plus dip.
Okay, I'm gonna go in for this one, and I'm gonna go a little dippy. I'm gonna use my finger to
Okay.
get that blue cheese on.
And we do have crudité here. Celery sticks and carrots. Just a rule, if you're doing wings and buffalo, no carrots.
no carrots.
It is only celery sticks.
Anna,
So,
this
but
is so
we're north of the border.
This is so good. I am like losing my mind right now. That is an
You're
amazing.
dressed to go to a football
Thank you
game.
very much.
With your overalls.
All right, now, real quick, we've got a
Okay.
delicious drink, and it's got a little bit of a story. Where did you learn
It
this
is.
drink?
This is a michelada. So I don't really do spirit cocktails. So if I want to do a cocktail, a beer cocktail is a great option. The first time I tried a michelada was at a luchador wrestling match in Mexico City.
No
it was insane.
way.
It's so everyone
You
has
are
to
a
go.
sports fan. I
But
love
it's a
this.
family-friendly event. You've got multi-generations there just screaming and yelling for their favorite teams. And so the michelada, it's colorful. It's meant to be like luchadors, colorful, loud,
Yeah.
vibrant. And so we're rimming our glass in a combination of salt and tahini.
Oh, nice.
That chili, tart,
Sour.
salty seasoning.
Beautiful.
We'll put a little ice in our glasses.
I'll get the ice. Let's do a do-si-do, and you
Okay.
can start chatting all the mix-ins.
And in addition to that, while you're adding the ice, so it's a lot of the same flavors you find in a Caesar.
Yeah.
Except,
Whoops. Oops.
we're
Yeah.
adding a little jalapeno pickle juice.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna pour that in.
Okay, fantastic.
That's just going in.
There you go.
As much or as little as you want.
Perfect.
I've got your Mexican hot sauce.
Okay, we're switching it up this time.
Different flavor. I can go through a bottle of this in under 2 weeks.
100%. I love the green one.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm going to give you that beer to pour in.
Fantastic.
While I'm also adding some Worcestershire, so that's common to a Caesar as well.
And I do about half beer?
I would say actually
Almost.
80%.
Oh, okay, right on.
Yeah. And then the key is to add, here, I'll do the same.
Okay, here. Guys,
Oh,
this
now
was
I know.
my grandfather would be mortified. He owned a bar, and this was the worst pour I've ever done in my life.
Well, pouring over, let's give ourselves a break. Pouring on ice is tricky to do.
Okay.
And then we're going to finish it with, it's up to you if you want to use tomato or clamato juice.
Okay. What a
If you pour
fascinating
it
beverage.
really slowly,
Yeah.
the tomato kind of sits on top.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at it do its thing.
And then we garnish with our pickled jalapenos. But the key is when you order a michelada, you can have your traditional Caesar-like garnishes, like celery sticks, strip of bacon. But to add fruit, like pineapple, or
I love
here we
that.
have mango, 'cause this is the fruit you would dip in tahini.
Tahini.
So you get the sweet and the sour and the salty and the heat, and it's all so
This
much
sounds
fun.
like a dream in a cup. Anna Olson, cheers to you. Huge congrats. Go Bills. What a delight. But if you're watching the CFL this weekend, Winnipeg is hosting the 112th Grey Cup this Sunday, November 16th on TSN and CTV. Live coverage of the game starts at 6 p.m. Eastern, so don't miss it. We got to take a break, but we'll be right back. Cheers. For small switch-ups can sometimes make it feel like you've made over the entire space. Here with her styling tips, it's Farah El-Tuma. Hey, Farah. How's it going?
It's going great. I'm so excited to be here.
I am amped to have you back. I'm really excited to get into this. Now, you say, though, the key words to kind of refreshing a space is purposeful placement. What does that mean?
Exactly. So we've often talked about this. We don't need to redo our whole room. We can take the items we already have and use them in a very specific way to create, like, breathe new life into the space. So we've got a couple steps here today to talk you through that.
Okay, I love that. Now, we're going to tackle two kind of mini zones that I think are actually kind of like missed opportunities probably in a lot of people's homes. We're talking the coffee table and we're talking the nightstand. I don't know, that's always just like I put all the stuff on it.
Exactly. The dreaded nightstand, it's a workhorse in the bedroom.
100%.
Yeah.
But let's start off with the coffee table. We're gonna do kind of a quick refresh. What are we talking about?
So the coffee table is a forgotten space in the living room. We often put the magazines and the remote on it and we forget about it. But if we start fresh, we can breathe new life into that space. So we've got a couple steps to do that here today.
Okay, cool.
So first, you want to start with an anchor. You want to, when you're layering the space, you want to make a good foundation. So here we've got books, you can use trays, something like a shallow bowl works great. So the one thing to consider is if you are going to have, let's say, a square table like this one from IKEA, to at least bring one item in that's an opposite shape. So like this circle bowl. Creates a little bit of visual interest, keeps things interesting. And for this space here, what it does is it keeps all the small items from feeling very disparate and creates a good fencing.
I was gonna say like almost like a pen. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, and you put everything on there and it feels like you meant to do it.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay, what's the next
So
step?
our next step would be that we want to create height. So in these spaces, it can feel very flat. So here what we've done is we've taken these really beautiful brown glossy candlesticks from HomeSense and we've paired them with the tall plant that's like stacked on the book. And what that does is creates like a visual triangle. The triangle keeps your eye moving around the space and we've done that with a lot of other pieces here. And what we want is that energy, that life. So when you're looking at it, you keep moving your eye around the table. So it's that visual triangle.
Okay, very cool.
Yes.
I love that.
And then, of course, we're building, we're layering. So the next thing is texture, tone. You're picking your pieces. Try to go for things that aren't matchy-matchy. So pair something like this metal bowl with like the glossy glass or something like the stone with the textured ceramic. You want to be layering tones and textures to create, again, that visual interest. Things that are too matchy there isn't anything interesting or standing out to them. Exactly.
Like if you had that wood table and had wood stuff and wood bowls, it would just be like, it's wood.
Too much of the same. So we're building that interest.
Okay, cool.
And when you're placing your items, you're like, how do I do this? Use the rule of 3s and 5s. So here we've got, the 3 items here, the candlesticks with the plant. On the tray, we've got the 3 items. 3 and 5 odd numbers keep things interesting and it feels natural. So it's not this like very expected pattern.
See, this is my issue. Anytime I'm putting stuff down, I think about it too much and everything's very even. My husband puts it down and it takes 2 seconds and it looks amazing.
It's a natural decorator.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was like, I don't understand. Very cool. Now, one last thing you want to
Yes.
talk about was kind of like those touches that make it yours.
Perfect. Yeah. So we don't want it to feel like some cookie cutter home.
Yeah.
It's your home. You want it to reflect your interests. So if you have a matchbook collection or you collect coins, like here we have the bowl of crystals, add the things that give you reflect your personality. Maybe great talking points when you have guests over, so that it's not too flat. And then it's also an opportunity to bring in those seasonal items. So things like the pine cones, if you have florals from like tulips or hydrangeas as the summer progresses, bring those in, like change it up, because this is a living thing. As you change up your items and the things that interest you, you can reflect that in your coffee table design.
Fantastic. I love that. That's so great. Okay. Now let's move on to, again, the dreaded nightstand.
The nightstand.
Yes.
Okay, well, we all update our rooms from time to time. We'll change the linens. We'll swap out for like lighter, heavier things. We might swap out the pillows. We sometimes forget about the nightstand, and this is a hard-working piece. So if you are a person who hates clutter, put it away. Find a nightstand that has hidden storage.
Okay.
And then, we'll talk about the surface. But for me, I love to display items. So if you have a stack of books like I do, you can use that, and you have a hybrid design here. So this coffee table has a drawer for all the junk that we want to hide in the drawers. And then we've got our beautiful books stacked up, and do them in a way that looks artfully designed, even though you're like reaching through them at night.
100%.
And then, okay, we have this, if you're not living in a huge home and you have this small coffee table, nightstand, you have a lamp on it, and that takes up half the space. So get the lighting off the table and put it up on the wall.
Because then also you're not doing the like 4 in the morning, like, oh, I gotta find my lamp.
Exactly. This has a great little pull here, easy to work with. And also, this has enough, find one that has enough light for reading by the bed. So this is a great option. And then you've got this beautiful clear surface to start styling on.
Okay, cool.
So we talked about the styling tips earlier. We've got this carafe. It's great to have water by your bed. You have your glass there. But it also works to create that idea of height.
Yeah.
We've got our triangle here. And again, we've used that idea of a tray. So we have like small items on our nightstand. We've got our linen sprays, our hand creams, that kind of stuff. We group them together. So not only does it keep it feeling sort of all penned in together, but also it doesn't allow you to like wreck the table if things leak or kind of the oils get everywhere. So this way, protects your investment.
I love that.
And finally, we want to add that personal touch. This is where you're waking up first thing in the morning, you're going to bed. You want it to be a place that makes you feel happy and brings joy. So do things like incorporate a piece of art you love, or like for here we have my pups.
I was going to say, who are these little handsome
these
little
sweet
dudes?
guys. So if anything that brings you joy, it doesn't need to, let's say, be a family photo or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you can also bring in items like, let's say you had a family heirloom or something kind of decorative. This does double duty. So it could, something you found at a vintage sale, you keep your jewelry in here. And then you can integrate things that are meaningful to you, bring you like little hits of joy without it feeling overly cluttered.
I love that. Or that one errant bobby pin that you find in the middle of the night. You check it in there. And I love you've got the special touch of your dogs, but also, is that your mom's linen spray?
Yeah, so my mom has a Violet Hill lavender farm in Prince Edward County, and this is her linen spray.
I use it. It's so nice. We love it, Mom. Carol, thank you so much. This is absolutely great. Great tips. We got to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Joining us with products to help keep baby happy and healthy is Parents Canada product editor Gail Gabrielle. Hey, Gail. Hello. How's it going?
Very good. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Listen, fun fact, I am now an aunt to not one, but 2 little baby boys.
I know.
So I'm feeling very excited. I mean, I always learn so much when you're here, but I'm like really taking notes.
I bet you're a super fun aunt.
Oh,
too.
thank you so much. I get them. I'm really good at getting babies to go to sleep, which is like pretty good. It makes me feel very
so
good.
hard to do that.
It's so hard to do that. Okay, I'm really pumped. What are we getting into today?
Well, some of Parents Canada's favorite baby products, because we know how overwhelming it can be. There's so many things out there. We just want to save you time and money and make sure you're getting the best of the best.
Okay.
So we've brought some fabulous things here today, starting with the Munchkin Flow Nipple Shield Plus.
Okay.
Now, this is an innovation in nipple shields. I've never seen anything like this before. If you take a look here, there's a see-through channel, so you can actually see how much milk your baby is drinking, whether they're feeding, whether they're... I know, right? It's amazing. So you can see the milk's color and consistency, but also if they're snacking, if they're really eating, or if they're just kind of hanging out, soothing themselves. So this is amazing. It really helps to give moms that confidence when they're breastfeeding, which
they're
is so,
actually getting the food.
It is so tricky,
Yeah.
yes, and you don't know. So it comes in this great travel case, which doubles as a sterilizer. It has the syringe, so you can clean it out with water.
Love that.
Yes, and we had 10 moms try it, 10 brand new moms. They came back with glowing reviews. So I'm very excited to tell you that the Flow Nipple Shield Plus has earned the Parents Canada Tried and Tested seal of approval.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Bravo.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Especially, I was like, anything that can help, always a good thing.
Yes, it is.
Sticking in the world of food.
Yeah, so if you're not
what are we talking about?
breastfeeding,
Yeah.
then you are probably using some formula. So we've got Nuris, which is a wonderful product. It is made in Canada and is the only formula made in Canada, which seems unbelievable, but it's true. So they are the first to market with the OPO lipids and GOS fiber combo, which really helps to ease digestion and create a healthy gut microbiome. It's made with all Canadian, high-quality Canadian milk, so there's no antibiotics, no hormones, there's no high fructose corn syrup, and no maltodextrin. So it's really, you know, helps to reduce the chance of obesity or tooth decay, which is wonderful. And they've got this great QR code, so you can actually see any information about the product through this QR code, so full transparency. We had a whole bunch of families try these out over the last several months, and they came back with rave reviews. So Nuris has also received the Parents Canada Tried and Tested seal of approval.
That's
so bravo
great.
to Nuris.
And this one comes in both infant and toddler.
Yes.
Yeah, love that.
And the toddler formula also has the OPO lipids, and it has 27 micronutrients. So you know baby's getting all the nutrients they need from first sips to first steps.
That's great. Okay, we love that. Okay, next up, I've seen
Water
this. I use this in my makeup bag.
I know, like wipes are so good for everything, really. But water wipes are amazing. These are new and improved, so they're twice as strong. They're even softer and gentler on your skin, and really good for sensitive skin because they are made with 99% water and a drop of fruit extract. So only 2 ingredients. They have received the seal of approval from microbiome. My Microbiome, which is very, very impressive. It's a European institution, and they have they are made in Ireland. Which is,
that's a fun fact.
I know, that's a fun fact.
I like that fun fact. Jay, our audience coordinator. We're fans. Yeah. He's from Ireland. We love it.
He's getting lots of love.
Now, I'm very excited because this next one, this is something that, I mean, I use this brand, but it's also great for babies.
Yes, we love Aveeno for ourselves. Wonderful for babies. This is the wash and lotion. So the wash doubles as a shampoo, and it is so good for baby skin, especially when we're heading to these dry winter months. The lotion really keeps that moisture barrier, the natural moisture barrier. And it's, of course, it's made with wholesome oats, which is just lovely. And, you know, everyone gets a little bit drier in the winter months. So, you know, after you have dry skin, you're going to get sick. So
moving on into here. Okay.
We're going to talk about the Boogie Vapor Mist Bubbling Vapor Bath.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so the Boogie Bubbling Vapor Bath, it is amazing. So if your baby's not feeling well, they've got congestion, a stuffy nose, this is going to help them to soothe and feel better.
Oh, cool.
So there's peppermint and eucalyptus essential oils in a safe dilution. There is no menthol and no harsh ingredients.
So it won't give that spicy.
Yes. So it's wonderful. It's dermatologist tested, hypoallergenic. It washes away clear, and you're going to want to have this on hand for when the whole family is sick. And you can get it on Amazon.ca.
Okay, fantastic. I love that. Now, last but not least, we have to talk about this, like, the Cadillac of car seats.
I call it the Mac Daddy of car seats. So it's the Cybex Callisto G360 car seat, and it is wonderful. It's an all-in-one solution, so you can use this the day you bring your baby home from the hospital all the way to about 10 years old.
Oh, really?
Depending on how much they weigh.
So, like, it almost grows with baby. Like, this can come out. Okay,
absolutely.
very cool.
And then there is forward-facing, rear-facing. It's got the shade, which is so great.
Oh, we love that. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yes, and it is amazing because when it has a safety-assured protection system, which has proven to be 37% safer than other car seats.
Oh, wow.
In crash tests.
Yeah, that's great.
Based on head and chest injury metrics compared to seats without those features.
Okay.
So that is wonderful. Also, so very easy to install. So parents are always worried about installation. But my favorite feature about the Callisto G360 is the rotation, 360-degree rotation.
Okay.
And I can't tell you how many times getting my baby in the car, I would smash my head on the way in, on the way out.
Yeah.
And so you can actually turn the baby, put them in, get them buckled up, and then you can either put them forward or backwards, depending on...
Or flip them back around.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And it's also a booster seat when you're a little bit older.
Yeah.
So very exciting because we are giving one of these away right now.
Okay, cool.
It retails for $999.95.
Okay.
And if you want to win, you just have to head over to parentscanada.com/Cybex for your chance to enter.
Fantastic, Gil. That was amazing. And studio audience, thanks to Parents Canada, you're all going home with a selection of baby products. Thanks so much, Gil. Great job. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. That was great. Chef Nui Regular is one of Canada's most beloved culinary voices. Alongside her husband, Jeff, she has brought the flavors of Northern Thai cuisine to Canada through her acclaimed restaurants like Pai, Kin, and Chayo. She's taking on her next culinary venture, Makilala, meaning to get to know. It's a brand new Filipino restaurant opening right here at Church and Richmond in Toronto. A recipient of the 2024 WXN Top 100 Skip Food Industry Award and the 2024 Pinnacle Award for Chef of the Year, Chef Nui is a true wealth of knowledge. And as you know, I love to learn. So let's go have some delicious food, a great chat, and learn a few tricks along the way. Let's go to Makilala. Hello, Chef Nui.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hi.
Hi. Okay, I am so excited to be here at Makilala. But first off, I want to talk to you about you. Where did you first learn to love food?
Since I was young in Thailand, and I be a lot in the kitchen with my mom and my grandma and my family.
That's so cool. So you are known for your Thai cuisine, but here at Makilala, it's a little bit different.
Yes, and the other side of me that most of people don't know that I actually married Filipino. And when I first moved to Canada over 20 years ago, I stayed with them and we eat and cook a lot of Filipino food. And because I work in a Thai kitchen, but at home we eat Filipino food. Yeah.
I love that. So it sounds similar. It sounds like you learned to cook Thai food through family, and you learned to cook Filipino food
Through family.
through
the
family.
same, yes.
Oh, I like that. That's a good thing. I'm very excited. Okay, all right. Should we taste some stuff? Do you mind if I dip into the butter? Okay, cool. This is how I like to do things. Whoa. What is this on? What's on the top of it?
The secret.
Oh, got it. Oh, I like that. That's good.
Yes.
And then what are these guys?
This is pandasal. And this one is pork belly.
Oh my gosh. And what's on the outside of the pork belly?
We use the banana ketchup and also a little bit of the annatto powder.
This is so delicious. Everything is amazing. I am overwhelmed, but I was wondering, would you maybe be down to teach me a couple things?
Of course, yes, yes. I think I would do this one, the pancit.
Yeah, love.
Let's try the very high, powerful wok.
Oh goodness.
And get the fire up.
Fantastic. Listen, I'm glad I have my hair up.
So this is the wok.
So
We use the knee to move like at the wok.
Basically the jet engine
Yes.
of the wok. My friend Craig, I went to his restaurant and we did a little bit of wok cooking at
Yes.
Patois. The knee part is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else a little scary.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, let's do it. This is also, don't try this at home. Oh my gosh, look at how fast everything is cooking up.
Yeah.
You're getting that smoky flavor.
Yes. And get that.
Is that okay?
Yes, that's wonderful.
Perfect.
And then if you can help me with the sauce,
Of course.
please.
All of it?
Yes, on the noodle will be good. Yeah.
Perfect. Smells so
Yeah.
good.
You want to try with your knee?
Sure, it sounds like a jet engine.
It does, isn't it?
I will say, I got long legs, so my knees gotta go down a little. Just keep everything moving, right?
Yeah,
you don't
a
want
little
things
bit.
sticking?
Yeah. Now I think it's done.
It's done?
It's done.
We did it. I really like that you let me come in for the cleanup there. I was like, I appreciate that a lot. That was a thrill. You did, I'm gonna say, 99.999% of the work. Shall we dig in?
Yes.
Okay, let's
get
do
some
it.
of the vegetable
I was
too.
gonna say a little crunchy.
Because they're crunchy.
Oh yeah, okay. I took a really big bite. This was absolutely amazing. I am so pumped for Makeovers. I truly, I might even give the karaoke a try.
Yes.
No one wants that though. is getting ready to touch down in Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. Joining us today to chat all things footy and introduce us to some new friends, it's Canada men's national team and TFC legend, Dwayne DiRosario. Hello!
How are you? Fantastic, fantastic.
Oh my gosh, welcome to the studio. I'm feeling very excited about having you here.
You should be. This is an exciting time for our country.
It really is. Now, before we get into it, I hear we've got some more friends to be introduced to. So let's give it up, everybody, for the official FIFA World Cup 2026 mascot. Oh my God, look at them go! Okay, Dwayne, can you do the honors and introduce us to these wonderful, wonderful mascots?
Yes, for sure. Starting with Maple the Moose.
What up?
Representing Canada.
Yes!
We got Zayu the Jaguar representing Mexico. And we've got Clutch the Bald Eagle representing the United States.
There you go. All right, Dwayne, this is an absolute delight. We've never had mascots on the show, so this is the first time. I'm feeling good about it.
We never had the World Cup come to Canada, so it's the first time for that as well.
Edition of the FIFA World Cup with Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. all hosting matches. Why is this so significant?
Well, it's the biggest sporting event to ever come to Canada.
Yeah.
And the World Cup brings an excitement, it brings a passion, but most importantly, it unites people. And it unites people from all over the world, where every country is represented, every country is fighting to qualify. And we're so fortunate and we're so blessed to be able to host the World Cup here in Canada for the first time.
Yeah.
And we're united, of course, with our mascots, with the United States, with Mexico, yes. And bring to North America and bring to the world and show them the passion that exists for football, as the world calls it, but we call it soccer here in Canada, and how much we support this game.
Yeah. Now, we're hosting, I believe, 13 matches here.
Correct. In
No
Toronto
big deal.
and Vancouver.
That's
No big deal.
going to be
We got
amazing.
it.
What does that mean to Canada in particular? Because like you said, we've never had this here. It's going to bring everyone together.
Yeah, we get to highlight the rich diversity we have here in this beautiful country. We have two amazing stadiums in Vancouver, here in Toronto. It's going to be a great environment for the fans, for patrons, and most importantly for the future, our youth that are aspiring to be the next, Canadian national team player, the next Dwayne DiRosario, Alphonso Davies, Jonathan Davids, and to know that you have the world stars that's going to be in our own backyard here in Toronto, and if these kids could visually something that's tangible, it's really a dream come true.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you to our wonderful mascots. Now, before you kick off, studio audience, FIFA is sending you all home with your own mini try-on. The official game ball